Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. Today is July 22nd, 2025, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Google and Amazon push higher. Now Google's having corporate earning results tomorrow, but it's pushing higher right before those results. No economic event scheduled for today. However, we do have corporate earnings for SAP, Coca-Cola, and Phillip Morris today. And looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro gains versus the US dollar nicely to the upside. And looking at the indices, the Nasdaq sitting on its all-time highs and not budging, not retracing and not pushing higher, waiting for that confirmation. Now looking at commodities, gold retraces after a breakout. I'm going to take a look at that because that's a decent play. And looking at the stocks really missed from day to day, rotation still happening in the markets. And lastly, look at cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin also unchanged towards its highs. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Euro USD. Now looking at the Euro USD, you see that little pump up above 1618. And so this is a solidified range, at least for now, okay? The top of the range, we're right there, unless we break out higher. But the bottom of the range, you can see it's towards that 200-day moving average, looking at it on a 4-hour chart. And looking at daily, it's nice because the 8-day and the 30-day are converging. And if this does break down, that means we will see a sell-off in the Euro USD. Now, I don't want to celebrate that too soon, but that's something to look at as this still unfolds. And looking at the GBP USD, also getting a nice bounce here. If you look at a daily chart, there is the crossover between the 8-day and the 30-day moving average. That's super important. That means this may still sell off, okay? Remember, the euro's always been stronger, so this may continue to sell off. If this especially got closer to 135.70-ish level, I would definitely look for a short position. Now, looking at commodities, gold gets a decent push, breakout above 3,300, 3,375, and then pushes to 33.99, 3,400 basically, okay? And then retracing from there. That was a decent breakout move. Now, it's hard to catch these because gold has been so spotty, no pun intended, but, you know, it's a move to maybe play on the fade. Maybe it'll retrace another $10 to its 33.74 previous resistance, subsequent support. And it's trading really in a side motion, okay? We've been trading in this range, okay, and you can see the range for over almost 6 months, okay, 6 months to almost a year, as this has been really retracing sideways, which is a good sign because it means inflation is less likely to go higher as gold is not being used. Now, looking at the American markets, Nasdaq on its highs, does not want to budge higher, does not want to budge lower, right there, just tapering off of its all-time highs by, you know, almost nothing. 70 points, not a big deal. However, looking at the stocks, let's take a look at Amazon. Nice breakout to the upside. Just did it very subtly. Gap up, tested its lows, boom, continued going higher, and boom, you got an upwards trend momentum. Now looking at Google, also a nice move to the upside, and Google still has way to go if it does decide to continue going there. Now Google having its quarterly earning reports tomorrow, so I want to see that they get their confirmation, as all these companies are racing towards the AI revolution. Now, one of these companies is going to come up on top. Obviously, NVIDIA is ahead of the curve because they're just cornered the market completely in terms of their ability to hit 169. And that is an amazing feat. Now, lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin trading towards its highs, 118, but not breaking out higher, okay, because it is towards, you know, that consolidation area towards the upper range. And we got to see a breakout in one way or another. Just give us some confirmation, something. Until then, it's going to be grinding like this. So just keep that in mind. This is Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.
My advice, this is the best time to trade.